Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to a brand new episode of The Left, The Right, and everything in between. It's Thursday night. Why not go live, right, Mr. Rogers?
Why not?
I am Des Rance once again.
Mr. Rogers.
So, how is everybody's day going so far? Or night, or morning? Depends on where you're watching it.
I guess it does.
That's how you always got to look at it. You're not always watching it when it's live. That's what's fun about the internet.
We'll go with that one.
That's a fun fact, though. That's a fun.
Yeah, okay.
Tonight's topics, of course, we got fun facts, question of the day, and gas prices. We got a couple other we added, and then of course hate speech is not real.
Talking about Biden, if it's a good president or not.
Yep. We know the answer to that one, but we're gonna get through it. We'll get through this together.
Oh boy.
Should we do the first fun fact?
Sure. So you ever heard the phrase "stay frosty"? Hey, stay frosty.
Not really.
A lot of military folk will say that, civilian folk, and there's like, I don't know what they're talking about. So the word we say "stay frosty" a lot in the military. We always have, and for the longest time, like when I first began, I was like, "Where the hell did that come from?" And so I did a little research on it. So "stay frosty" actually is a Marine kind of term and an Army term. Basically, say cool, just keep your nerves cool, don't overreact. But the way it became popular is from a movie called Aliens back in the 80s.
Really, a movie is what made it?
Aliens, yep. That made it popular.
That's actually quite funny.
So you see civilians, and like I was watching a movie the other night with my wife.
Yep.
And the guy in the TV's like, "Yep, stay frosty," and like it's some civilian kid, and I'm like, "No way."
That's actually hilarious. I did not know that, and that is actually a fun fact.
And there's another fun fact. Map size. Did you know on flat maps, like an actual flat map that your old teacher may have or you may have of the entire globe, that the countries are not actually to size?
Would the US be bigger?
In some areas. So if you take it down to like South America, we're like a third of it.
Yep.
If you take it to Russia, we're like cheapers, like a tenth.
How the hell does that work?
It just makes it. It's just the way they did it.
For F's sake, what the hell?
But there is something called true size, I believe it's called. Yeah, it's like my true size or thetruesize.com, and they'll show you, and you take that country and see how actually relatively it is bigger or smaller to other countries.
Son of a nutcracker. Oh, that's kind of nuts.
Russia's basically North and South, like America.
Yeah, well, it's a huge property.
China.
Exactly. Well, Alaska is a big ass state. It's like shit. So is that all for right now for fun facts? Or do you got one more?
I think that is it for fun facts for today.
We might have one later. You never know, because sometimes we come up with one while we're doing the rant.
We do.
Doing this video. Question of the day. Do you think the U.S. should have been actually in the Olympics, or do you think they should have actually boycotted it because of the bullcrap that goes on with China? Because there's been a lot of screw jobs going on there where the judges are being pretty, I guess legit, just like our election in November, or whatever, It's one of those things where I think we should have boycotted this one. What do you think there, Mr. Rogers?
Kind of repeat what you want to say. Boycott of which part?
Well, you mean the Olympic part?
Yep.
Well, there was actually, I'm glad you actually asked that, because I wish I would have a video. See, later on, we're going to hopefully get more upgraded on this thing, where we're going to actually have videos we can actually do on here. But there was video of a person from a different country, and they were skiing down a hill, and there was two Chinese people, and he actually got in front of them, and they said that he's disqualified, and the Chinese got first and second place.
Yeah, well, they're Chinese.
Exactly. That's why they're not our allies. They are not our allies.
Well, they're not against us quite yet.
Well, they can't be, because they still need us.
Yeah.
It's one of those things where it's called common sense.
But, yeah, I mean, but is anything fair right now these days?
Not really.
That's the way it's twisting. I mean, look at, men competing females.
Oh, as in that's
roles. I mean, that is a completely different topic for another day.
You're damn right. We got plenty of time for different.
Is it fair? I don't know. I mean, personally, I don't think it is. You should be go off the sex that you were originally born on your birth certificate.
Exactly.
That's my personal opinion.
God did not screw up what you were, but nowadays everything has actually got to be whatever your feeling is. That's part of the hate speech we're going to be talking about a little bit later.
That's
So,
all.
well, that's the question of the day. So what's the first topic?
Oh, let's see here.
Was it the oil and gas?
Yep.
All right.
So we're going to talk about gas prices versus oil barrel prices. Not sure what you guys actually know about that. What do you know about that?
I really don't know squat. I know when we were actually making the pipeline, it was going to actually save us a lot of money because you don't have to have ships, cargo all that crap around the seas, the oceans, and
Correct.
And pretty much that's all I know. I don't know how much more it has gone up since our such great guy in charge, I want to call him that P word, decided to cut our pipeline, and now the price of gas has gone way the heck up.
Now, which pipeline are you referring to?
The one that he shut down on the first day.
Okay. All right. Keystone.
Yeah, the Keystone. I was sucking the names. I'm not gonna lie. I just have this notepad right on my pen just fell.
If you go down that way, Dale, I'll kill you.
It's dead. Come on, man.
Anyway, so gas prices, a correlation with oil barrel prices. I don't know if you guys ever watched the market at all or read the newspaper where stock prices are right now. I learned this early on as a child, actually, with my father. You can actually see the oil futures and get a correlation with gas prices. It's never going to be exact. When you see a huge spike in oil barrel prices, go fill up gas. If you see a huge drop in oil prices, don't fill up gas. Right now, the whole thing is with these pipelines that Des was talking about being shut down, it's put huge strain on all these ports with all these ships trying to get in, along with any other goods that we're trying to ship in as well. So that's why you see a lot of these ships and barges outside right now, and containers, whatnot. They're all waiting because oil actually does take precedence over that because it's a national, not emergency, but a national good that needs to be done.
You need actually because it keeps the country going.
Yeah, it's fuel in this house.
You're dang right, and the vehicles that get around from point A to point B.
Yeah, we do import a lot. We were not importing a lot under Trump's administration, and Biden, yes, unfortunately did this.
Yep.
But again, environmentalists, I do see their side now, Des.
Okay.
We don't want to wreck the environment. I mean, we're talking about going up to the boundary waters, ripping some stuff up, right?
Yep.
I mean, I've been up there. It's a beautiful country. I don't want to see it get wrecked with any sort of leakage or anything like that. But on the hindsight of things, though, I do believe that these will lower prices, and it's still going to be safely done. Everything's done through EPA.
Yeah, once in a while there's a leak in a pipe, but they fix it pretty quickly though, because they can find out exactly where the leak is.
Oh yeah,
pretty fast.
Everything's automated systems. They can shut down that. They can shut down the exact area.
Because you want to talk about that, you can always talk about the ships that are bringing the stuff. Once in a while,
you can control that.
Exactly. Once in a while, there's a big ass leak there, and we have ocean problems.
Yeah. Do you want to flood the ocean with oil, or do you want to maybe just take a chance and we have a small oil leak and get it shut down real quick? I mean, you're talking millions upon millions of gallons, gallons.
Yep.
Out of a ship, or you're talking maybe thousands for a minute.
Exactly. I mean, because they have sensors along those pipelines so they can shut it down. Yes. Basically, like
it shuts it down right away, automatically.
See, well, that's actually very sophisticated.
I have a friend who actually taught me a lot about the pipelines and stuff.
Oh, nice. So this is actually a good one then for us. Yep. It's one of those things. What's so scary about this though is when Biden actually shut it down. During that time the gas price was just under $2.
Yep.
And now we're actually at like 3.5, 4 some areas.
$3 and 29 cents, 39 cents for the state of Minnesota.
Imagine being in California. Hopefully this video gets to you out there.
Yeah, I wouldn't want to be there right now. Hey, but flights are still cheap. And here's another little fun fact. Do you know diesel why diesel is more expensive than gasoline?
I've always wanted to know that actually.
Supply and demand, my friend Des. Supply and demand.
Shit.
Diesel is less refined than gasoline. Less refined. It takes less work to make diesel. Less work.
Well, that's bullcrap.
No, because we have semi trucks that are moving.
I know, but it's still bullcrap.
Supply and demand. So the demand is higher than gasoline.
But you know what's it's bullcrap because these guys are heroes. All those truckers that are bringing us our goods to our stores or to our house.
But that's why diesel right now is higher.
It's
even though it takes less work. It's never always been higher. It used to be lower.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
And I thought semi drivers were the hero. That's what's
funny. You know the most efficient way to travel is, like to move anything? I mean, across a continent. Or not continents, if you have actually a big continent. But,
yep.
Train.
Well, I believe coal.
They're generators. They're literally generators.
They got
They got about 170 miles to the gallon.
Holy crap! That's actually pretty impressive.
Yep. They're just they have giant generators on those engines.
That's actually pretty impressive.
It's the most efficient way to travel. But no, or move goods, I should say.
Yeah.
For that many tons. Now you got all these EV things going on, but that'd be another topic for another time.
Oh, exactly. I think about this. We have topics upon topics we could talk about in the future.
Yep.
So we'll never be dull. I like that.
I understand it.
Should we go to the next one?
You shall.
Is that next one the Biden?
Yeah, we can do that one.
Or what? How was the order of what we were?
No, fine. Let's do so. Question to you guys: is Biden a good president? Only you can answer that. I mean, it's not even. Everyone's gonna say yes, no. It's not a definitive answer, in my personal opinion.
Yep.
Because he's done some good. He has. I know you don't believe that, Des. No, but there are some things he's done well. Some.
All right.
He helped families in need, when they needed it last year with everything with the COVID and whatnot.
Yep.
There were families that did need that help.
Yeah, they did.
I mean, the rest really didn't, but there were families that did need that extra money, and he did help them. So I see that still. You're helping something. You're still giving, without due cause,
Yep.
I believe he did that well, but we should have tapered her down, just left it to the one stimulus check.
Exactly.
We don't need 3, 4. Now we're going on a 5th.
And I only got the one.
I didn't get any.
And what pisses me off the most about this thing is I put in my taxes last year, and they took it out of my taxes. I didn't get that money.
Welcome to my sweet baby hell.
I was a little upset about that one. I'm paying.
I had to pay in.
Exactly. I had to pay in also. But I think they must know that we're not Biden supporters.
I paid over $17,000 in taxes this year.
I haven't done my taxes yet, but we might be doing one in the future about Minnesota taxes.
Boy, let's not get me started.
Well, tonight's not about that. Tonight is about the president.
So, Biden, what do you think? Des?
Whoa.
This is why this is a 18+ show.
First and foremost, I do not like him. The first thing he did was actually shut down the pipeline. That was the first thing he actually did. And then basically anything that Trump did, he freaking just said no more. And he went to the Democratic, aka socialist way of doing it. And that's what sucks. We're a free nation right now yet. That's why hate speech is the main event tonight, because we got to talk about that because it's a serious topic. And in the end, hate speech is not a real thing. It was created by the Democratic Party. We'll talk about that a little bit later, though. When it comes down to Kamala, I know we're just talking about Biden, but we're going to talk about her also because you know what? It's a fun duo on this one. Where was she on January 6th when the whole so-called insurrection happened? She was nowhere to be seen.
I don't even know where it was yesterday. Kidding. I was in my office, obviously working.
But anyway, she was not even anywhere to be seen in that area. So this whole thing's a laughing stock, and the people are slowly waking up. Biden, I shouldn't say I hate him, but I really dislike him because everything that he has
He's
done.
A strong word.
I know, that's why I said I strongly dislike him.
He's still a commander-in-chief for the military, and they have loved ones. That's why I still respect the guy. Yep. He got voted. I mean,
well,
let's not talk about how we got voted in, but he got voted in.
Most honest election.
He won the election. Okay, we'll state that.
Yeah, we'll keep it there, and that's
Yeah.
it. That's it. But what sucks about it though is the fact the whole thing is bullcrap because everything he was doing a video and it was showing him just like and he was saying something. I was like,
Now, were you watching a channel saying that, or a specific?
well, it was Laura Crowder just doing the.
Okay.
I
Now-
know they just do that.
Now, they're gonna do that. Now they
I know.
technically go on to one side, correct?
Oh yeah, they're on my side.
Have you ever actually watched a full speech on MSNBC or any highlights or an NBC or however CNN?
I do watch CNN and MSNBC
And
once.
have you ever watched a full speech?
Well, usually I'm not. I can probably.
I might take a drink or two, but
Hey, you know the thing, but can't say that I watched the whole thing.
he brings up some decent topics. The man, I mean, can present himself. He's an older gentleman. I mean,
Yep.
papers. I mean, he's still doing this around the country. You don't get any sleep doing this.
Oh, I love this.
You're on call 24/7, right?
Yeah, but he does take his cat naps.
Well, I would too. Jeez. I'd love to get nap.
How's it going? Hopefully you're enjoying the video. Good times, Rabbi. When it comes to Biden, though, what's so scary is the fact that when the whole after Joe Biden became Let's Go Brandon, and he didn't realize that Let's Go Brandon.
Oh gosh, during the Santa Claus thing.
I love that. You can't even
Yeah,
make
that
shit
one,
up.
yeah, I'm not. I think so scared is going. No, sir. Let's shut that one down.
And he couldn't at that point.
And there's like the
because-
guy's like, just take the gun. just, dude, shoot me. I can't do it.
God, was that funny? It was so funny. This way he brought it up. Let's go, Brendan.
Yeah, let's
go,
go, Brendan. Oh, what's he gonna say? It's like, oh crap.
Oh
He's not
man,
gonna do a fight with a family on Christmas.
exactly. And
He handled it pretty well if he actually knew about it.
oh, yeah,
Because he's not gonna do a fight when he's on TV and being recorded.
that is true.
Otherwise, that'd be national news, and that's a good
And-
way to get out of presidency. Yep.
But let's talk about Biden a little bit more here, because let's talk about some of the stuff. I almost said shit, but I did anyway. But
It doesn't matter.
I know.
18
There's
plus.
no exactly. But let's talk about some of his policies. We've talked about it already in the past. The border, Afghanistan, inflation, gas prices. Well, on the first day, when Trump
Economic reform.
exactly bringing back jobs, my buddy did, because you know what? If he says they're bringing back jobs, those people are just going back for work. Let's be honest. When he says they're creating new jobs, because they were saying they were creating new jobs.
Great. That's fun.
Well, they're called fact checkers on Facebook, and I'm in a 90-day thing. I know I said it already, but pretty funny.
Good.
I think it's actually hilarious.
My life has been a lot easier on Facebook without Ding Dale posted something.
Come on, it's dead,
Yes.
man. Come on, man. Sounds on the shirt.
I know. I'm talking to my head about this guy now.
Good times. But you know, at the end of the day, Trump was never a saint, but we never hired a saint to be.
We hired a person to run the country.
Exactly. And Biden should be in a nursing home, and not even the president there.
No. Anyways, well, we've gone on that topic. Should we go to the main?
Well, I thought there was one more.
We'll just go to the main one.
Okay. Welcome to hate speech. This is the main event. So question of the day. One more question of the day. Do you believe hate speech is real, or do you think it's made up by the left? Because you know what? It was created by the left because they want to cancel anybody that they actually go against. I'll explain why actually right now. When it comes down to it, like Joe Rogan right now, he's the big one with the N-word.
Mm-hmm.
And first and foremost, who hasn't actually said the N-word? Whether they're singing a rap song or just doing a joke or something like that. If it's caught on camera, it's the N-word.
I've said it. I don't say it.
Well, I don't say it either, but once in a while.
My friend who's African American made me say it.
Oh,
I
really?
didn't like saying it. He's like, what? It's like freedom of speech, man. I don't care.
Exactly.
He's like, unless you're not saying a derogatory name. I was like, people say it's way too weird.
When it comes down to it, hate speech has always been about canceling people. Whether you mispronounce somebody, whether their gender or, you know, whatever. And at the end of the day, I always like saying that. It feels like it's something that can be said. when it comes to hate speech, they created it because they want to cancel people as often as many as they can that actually are against their political view. Freedom of speech has always been there in America, and it's the only nation that actually has real freedom of speech. You can be thrown in prison for misgendering somebody or saying something wrong. Freedom of speech is the real thing. Threatening somebody, that's not freedom of speech. That's a death threat or a threat to the health. Here in America, we actually have the ability to say I hate somebody, and it's not hate speech. It's your opinion on that person.
Hate speech has just been more racial related, to be honest, or if somebody's actually doing threatening things with somebody's life.
Yep.
We actually, what was it, in Apollo, or a high school nearby us here in another town.
Yep.
They had a gentleman, I believe it was yesterday, was in the parking lot harassing a teacher, yelling a bunch of hate words and terroristic threats.
Oh, really?
The police got called in, and by the time the police got there and stuff, the guy was detained and whatnot.
Yep.
But he was left out without any charges, and it was just implied.
But that was not hate speech. It was a threat, though.
They call it hate speech and terroristic threats.
See, a terroristic threat is different than, it's the same thing as, it's not hate speech.
Yeah, well, they're doing religious terms, I guess.
Because that's kind of, freedom of speech is saying, well, first off, you're not supposed to say fire in a movie theater. I know they always bring that up because that's actually possibly causing harm on a person.
Don't say bomb on an airplane.
Oh, that one time.
I'm the bomb. Oh, crap, he's got a bomb.
The one time I was actually at an airport and I actually said this place is a bomb by accident. Not even thinking about it. But I was around family and nobody else heard it. So I was like, thank God for that much. But getting back to hate speech, let's get to the bread and butter, the biscuits and gravy of it. When it comes down to it, they want to take away freedoms because let's put Joe Rogan in this whole thing. When it comes to misinformation, when it comes to saying the N-word, Joe Rogan should never apologize because here's the thing. Those mob media people do not give a shit if you apologize.
And if you actually look at the statistics
Yep.
on viewers, Joe Rogan shows got more viewers than most of the mainstream media.
Exactly. I love
including, left and right.
That's why Spotify actually didn't get rid of them. They're smart.
Yep. Joe Rogan's like, I have 11 million viewers constantly. It's
exactly.
Like, yeah, good luck, guys.
Spotify knows
it's my show. I can do what I want.
Exactly.
And last time I checked in the dictionary, it's a word. I didn't use it as a hate.
It was when they showed that video on YouTube about all the N-words, they misdid the information of not showing why he said it. There's always a reason behind it.
Yep.
Not him just saying it because he enjoyed saying it. Another thing about hate speech that sucks the most is the fact is, once again, they're trying to cancel you. They're trying to, put people in prison for stupidity. And at the end of the day, once again, I said it again. I love saying that word. I guess I think I did it. Actually, I thought I had one more idea, but I didn't. Feelings and facts. Oh, yeah. Another thing, hate speech. Feelings over facts. That's why I jotted that down earlier.
Oh, boy. Feelings and facts and hate speech. So, yeah, if you feel something, if you feel like that person's bad, probably keep it to your damn self.
Exactly.
If it's a fact, maybe bring it up to the appropriate people. But, again, it's not really nice to do, okay, hate speech. So, I'm going to go back to George Floyd right now. That, for me, was hate speech.
See, damn.
But now he's somehow a national hero.
That's what bugs me the most.
And Biden actually commented on that. I don't know if I talked about this.
We didn't talk about it, but I did see that. But
Martin Luther King
actually did last week.
Maybe we did. Yeah. How George Floyd never affected the entire world or the country. And it's like, what? This just happened.
Yes, we did.
But George Floyd did. Okay.
Oh man.
Anyways, what they've been doing on is now hate speech and just. I swear, it's just still not fair. They want more, and I'm not putting the word they, I guess. The people that are supporting George Floyd want more than their just desert.
Pretty much. That's and what's
if it was me, I'd be killed for saying it, and that's why these policemen. That's why actually the National Guard was activated this last week. Because the sentencing was going to be going on for the police officers.
Oh, okay, yeah.
So they activate the National Guard just because Nobody knows what's gonna happen with.
And they know more fry training than police officers. for the
Well,
most
still,
part.
it's just we always put that. We always unlock the National Guard just in case there might be something there.
Because you never know. You never know. It's one of those things that's scary as hell because hate speech, it's cancel culture. They want to take down anybody that does not fit their agenda. And at the end of the day, we should actually have freedom of speech. The whole thing with Whoopi Goldberg, I don't think she should be canceled. And hate speech is the same kind of concept.
You don't think she should, or you think she
No,
should?
she shouldn't be canceled. I am not one of those guys that think people should be canceled because we still live in America, the greatest country, because we still have freedoms for now. But we as Americans need to fight to make sure these freedoms stay alive because it's one day, it is one fight, it's one little war that could actually end all of our freedoms and we become China or Russia.
It is odd. It's just, I don't plan on going to Russia or China anytime soon or anybody over there. They're all good people. I mean, we all need them and they need us.
But you know what? It's the leaders of these countries that are what's so scary. And they want to dictate.
Putin scares the crap out of me because he knows how to fight. That guy doesn't need bodyguards. Bodyguards need him.
Exactly, pretty much. By the way, this Sunday is Super Bowl Sunday. What do you think is going to win, actually?
Who I think is going to win, or who am I rooting for?
Who are you rooting for?
Bengals.
I'm kind of a Bengals fan, too, on this one because they haven't been there.
I'm cheering for the underdog. But
nobody thunk it would be the Bengals in the
Thunk?
Yeah, you damn right.
I'm thunk.
Hey, we're doing this on the YouTube thunk. It's one of those things where it's kind of fun.
Let us know who you guys think would win.
Comment below if you enjoy this video, like it. Once again, subscribe. There you go.
Outstanding, yes.
Thank you, Mr. Rogers. And share it to other people so you can piss off your liberal friends. That's what we're all about.
Not this guy. I'm here to defend the left and the right and everything in between.
Well, I'm here to just be who I am. Des Rant. Are we ready to close?
Yeah, we're good.
All right. Once again, we love you guys. We appreciate you guys. I am Des Rant.
I'm Mr. Rogers.
Until next Thursday, about the same time, we love you. Peace out.